important concept to understand is that Hieros Gamos is a construct that is man-made, and that it is not the root of what this all is about. It is a branch of something else. So what is that branch? It's very much related to the fact that within enlightenment, there's always the face of a man, but there is very rarely the face of a woman. So what does that look like? Hieros Gamos is the face of the man. What does it look like for the woman? It's a very masculine concept. And then we have, the thing is that there's something to do with the fabric of the universe. I see that if we understand how the fabric of the universe works and how it presents and it turns into polarities, so it goes from this whole creation, the whole way that she interrelates with everything inside of this universe, creating this fabric which actually holds us. It actually gives birth to us, and then through that we understand how we embody the fabric of the universe. And from the embodiment of the fabric of the universe, which is not oneness consciousness. This is different than oneness consciousness. Oneness consciousness is like there. Fabric of the universe is like here.
Heart-centered?
Yeah. Oneness consciousness is in the mind.
It's more mind.
It's all in the mind. It's in the mental plane. It's a mental construct. It is in the mental plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you mentally become one with everybody, but the fabric of the universe is created from the womb of love.
Yeah.
When we're in the ninth dimension, the fabric of the universe is what is behind and holding up the binary code of the universe. It's behind and supporting the actual binary coding.
It's like dark matter.
Yeah.
I think we just figured out what dark matter is. It's actually the fabric.
Yeah.
Like it's actually everything that's holding it all up.
Do I like dark matter? I do.
We might want to find another word for it. I mean, fabric of the universe is a strong choice.
But it is fabric of the universe. Because fabric of the universe is the thing that interconnects everything within everything. It is literally everything that gets supported. It is what is unseen that is seen. The only way that we can describe it to a conceptual mind is by calling it dark matter, or the thing that is unseen. But it's not God. It is not oneness consciousness.
It just is.
And that goddess is. And when I tune into her, I can feel that she is the one that gave birth to some of this inside of our universe. Do you feel that?
I've never had such like entire whole body goosebumps.
Like she gave birth to this. Her whole body, her whole being is the fabric of this universe that we perceive and that we see. And as we perceive and as we see this, I'm also getting chills. She is bending all this universal energy into us and outside of us, and she is giving birth at the same time that she is taking lives as well. Mm-hmm. But there is nothing personal about it. It is all very objective. It is all in perfect correspondence to the laws of the universe, which she herself has given birth to.
It takes me to wondering about polarity then, and if she is a she. You know, our understanding is to gender things, gender people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel her as feminine, as one that is like a magnificent creator.
The creator energy is huge within her because she is creative of the womb.
Yeah.
She is the creator of the womb. But does that make her a she?
That's what my question is. Does that make her a she? And is there a masculine counterpart to this? Because it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it. When you say that, I see the light codes.
Are the light codes connected to a masculine essence? I don't know. I feel like they are.
But literally in the ninth dimension, when you look at it, this is why we have a ninth dimensional apartment created with slices of the ninth dimension. We couldn't do this until that happened.
Yeah, the floor needed to be to be set.
Because it's literally her fabric that holds the codes. But the light codes are interwoven. They're like, if you were to think about it as a human concept, I see them like sewn into the garment.
Mm-hmm.
And they are just being presented within that. And that merging. Because remember how I keep saying how in the ninth dimension it's a binary coding that creates the density that we see and that we perceive and that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's ninth dimensional coding that creates the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
That is the creation aspect of the polarities. She's the womb that holds the light codes. Together they create density.
That's the polarity.
Yes.
It's like actually removed from our ingrained idea of masculine feminine, and like that completely aside from a point of view of like space for creation and creation. Like that. I don't even know how to say it, have words to say it.
Try.
It's like there's a container and nothing can be born within the container unless the container is there, and she is the container which gives birth to the code, which gives birth to matter.
Yes.
The combination of the two gives birth to matter, and we have like way down the line come up with this male-female construct.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with masculine.
It has nothing
feminine.
to do with it. Actually, like what we're actually talking about has nothing to do with masculine, feminine. It's like understanding at a core level.
There's nothing to do with it.
It's got way deeper than I thought it was going to go.
So, the thing is though, is that in order to create density, you have to have sound. Where does sound come? I feel like the fifth dimension is where sound becomes its sound.
Oh, absolutely. I just went there. There was a lot of sound.
Because the fifth dimension...
Sorry, I was like, no. I can't hear you. It's too noisy. Yes.
We have to upload this on YouTube. Okay, so hold on. We gotta backtrack here for a second here. So the womb is the fabric of the universe, which holds the light codes, but where do the light codes come from? The light codes are born. I don't know where the light codes are born. Where are light codes born? Because they're the binary coding of the matrix. They're the binary coding of the universe that we actually perceive of density. And it travels from the ninth dimension down to the eighth dimension, down to the seventh, down to the sixth, down to the fifth, down to the fourth, down to the third. And then past the third, we have the basic constructs of what we perceive reality to be. So where do light codes come from? Light codes create the sound that we hear inside the fifth dimension.
Yeah, we hear them in the fifth, but they're created in the ninth? Is that true?
Well, because the binary coding, in order for us to have density comes from sound.
Yes.
Density also comes from weight.
Yeah, the interplay.
But where do the codings come from? Where do you come from?
The goddess, yeah. Paidingala. That was my first question.
Like, she's the fabric of the universe. Where do you come from? I am that I am. Word I am word. I am the universe that comes forth, the spring of life.
So it's the same thing as asking where God comes from.
She's one of the ancient ones.
There's more of her.
Yeah.
Wow, I just thought.
There's a lot more of her.
Whoa, she just showed us like
there are so
the
many
scope
of her.
of how big the universe multiverse is. It's really, oh my.
I'm so glad that my brain can only handle one. Thank you very much. As much as I'm curious with the other ones, right now that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Okay.
What were you going to say?
She said, do you understand why I showed you that? And I'm just trying to still understand.
To show us that you're not the only one. To show us that you are not God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You are not God.
Mm-hmm.
Just as any goddess should not be worshipped, you should not be worshipped as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That's like heresy in a lot of people's views. But it's true because the goddesses are not to be worshipped.
And they're saying, this is why we are invisible to so many of you. In density.
Because they worship.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't understand this concept. But, I mean, think about it. Can you explain it more? Is it because you don't want them to worship you? Because you don't want to take their power? Because that is not the path of sovereignty?
A good mother doesn't do that.
Oh, that just brought me so much love. I love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I have my work cut out for me when I'm a mom.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yours is so full of rainbows and light and love. I love you.
There's something I want to share about men, though, here. The feminine, the visual of the feminine, the whole idea of like the invisibility and it being a quiet, strong presence and force is so, we might not recognize this, we might not know this as women, but it is so deeply felt by the men. And it's like the secret that they carry.
That they can feel us?
That they feel the power of the feminine holding it up, holding it all up.
I can see that. I can feel that. I can understand that. I just saw a woman in the woods connected to the crown chakra, connected to the roots, holding all of everything within her own body and seeing the men witness her and just fall down in front of her. It's the feminine essence that they talk about, the essence that connects the men to the source, to something that is beyond everything that they know and everything they can perceive, which is why they feel that women are something of magic and mystery.
They feel it in a different way than we do.
Yeah.
They feel it in their bones and in their body in like a much deeper way.
Yes. It's why women can awaken men. It's why women will awaken men. It's why women walk the path first. But it is being construed. The path is being construed. It's not about power. It's not about money. It's not about anything else. It is literally the women walk forward, giving the men the path to their own divinity. Because men can feel it so deeply.
So deeply.
So this is where the concept, I think, not channeling this one right now, this line, but this line is, I think this is why all those women are going on about how a woman devotes herself to God and then the men follow. As long as she's devoted to God. But they're saying that a lot of those women that are speaking that way are speaking out of their ego. What would be more apt is something different. It is a devotion to the inner self, the higher inner self, that the women need. Is this devotion to their deepest essence, this devotion to this care of themselves. Not in a way that's like selfish or anything, but this devotion so that the woman feels her deepest healing, nourishes her soul in such a powerful and potent way that she is that primal goddess, that she is that primal essence of the womb of the fabric of the universe. She's connected through her heart and mind. She's connected powerfully to her own fabric. It sounds so weird to say that, but it's like, that's the only way I could describe the image that I see.
I feel it in my body when you say it. It's funny, I feel like I suddenly become aware of my skin as fabric, and that there's no difference between that and it's just a representation of the fabric of the universe.
And so that your hand is literally within the fabric of the universe right now. There is no difference between you and anybody else. However, in order to do this, you have to have really solid boundaries. You have to really know yourself. You have to really deeply hone in your own intuition and your own deep sense of self and your own what's right for you and your own right essence. It's all about, feminine is all about that embodiment and that being inside of your deepest, truest essence, which can only come forward when you do enough healing, when you have solid boundaries, when you have solid nourishment of yourself, when you step into your birthright of abundance, and when you come into a perfect alignment with the laws of the universe.
When you come into perfect alignment with the laws of the universe.
Yeah.
I just heard that repeated.
Yes.
Yeah.
And perfect alignment with the laws of the universe requires everything that I said beforehand, and it requires even more. It requires this deep embodiment of who you are as your own divinity, right here, living in this form.
And that's what we're talking about with the question of embodiment.
Yes.
That's the answer.
Yes.
That feels complete.
Yes.
I'm just asking if there's more that we're going to speak about of the Hieros Gamos as a construct, if there's anything that needs to be shared, perhaps with others even, about this construct, about this concept.
Walk down this path, but don't let it limit you. It's not the end answer. It's like a beginning, and it's like an idea, and it's a thing to be explored, but it's not the end.
Here, see it, understand it as an idea, just as you would any other idea.
Yes.
But there's kind of a warning in walking that path in a way that's embodied. It's not meant to be... It's like walking in a different direction from source, in a sense.
Because it closes off the doors to some things that you should rather, that would be best if you rather felt them.
And they're saying this isn't like for you and I, but for people that are on that path.
Be aware of what it also closes the door to.
That's right. I see this sort of sense of home, and then it's a path, but it leads the other way because it's a mental construct, and it's not wrong, but when it's taken as a mental construct, when it's taken, when the mental construct is tried to be lived in an embodied way, it takes people further away rather than closer.
Yes, because the mental construct deals with the masculine feminine polarity, and what we already covered was that where that concept actually comes from is the concept that's in the 9th dimension, where there's a womb and a container that holds together the light codes, which is the fabric of the universe. And the light codes are the light codes are neither feminine or masculine. And the womb and the container that holds it are neither feminine or masculine. Both of those things are just are what they are. When I'm in the 9th dimension, gender doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Feminine, masculine doesn't exist in the 9th dimension.
It's just about elements of creation, what it takes to create something.
Exactly.
And there's different, energies that take to come together to create something.
Exactly.
And we're naming it masculine, feminine.
Which is a mental construct. That construct does work for this density. But with the Hieros Gamos concept, it creates ideas of what you can and cannot do.
Rigidity is the word I heard.
Yeah.
Creates rigidity.
And ego.
Mm-hmm.
And
it enforces ego.
Yes.
It reinforces ego.
Yes, instead of deconstructs the ego. Which, actually, we're not really deconstructing the ego, but we need to ego integrate. Like, deconstruct some of what doesn't work, and then what is our actual ego? Integrate that. But then you, Piangala, are you female? She laughs.
Exactly. She's like, you really want to come at it from that perspective, don't you? That's what she's saying to us. Like, yeah.
I just had to ask. It felt like the right question at the right time. That's all. That is all. She's like, I know. But like, yeah. Do we have anywhere else to go with this?
I'm just seeing if there's anybody else here that wants to step forward to share anything about this.
I feel really high.
I wonder why. There's a lot going on in here right now.
Oh my gosh, we left the masculine crystal open.
Yeah. It's alright. That feels okay.
He is horny.
He's keep in mind we're recording.
SAS level is still at a 2.5. They're like, no, it's not. It's up to a 5.
Yeah,
okay,
I was like, at least 4.5.
I'm going back down. 2.5. 2.5. I don't think I'm that sassy.
Lock it in.
2.5. You're lucky I didn't go 7.5 on that.
We get that you're capable.
I had to say it. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Who else wants to speak? We are listening.
I feel Hathor and Isis are having a conversation.
Hey, can we join you guys?
What are y'all talking about?
Hi. Humans here. Hi.
You want to let us in on any secrets, any wisdom?
I like cats.
I like cats too.
So
we all like cats. We have something in common. We all like cats. Cool. Okay, well, I just received a kind of cool metaphor, vision. Back to the tree thing again. But basically, like, they're holding this branch, like, break it in half, and give everybody a piece. But then, like, I'm just seeing, like, everybody on the planet kind of, like, holding their own stake, like, their own piece of the branch. They're just, like, clinging tight to, like, this is mine. And what we're to be aware of is that thing that we hold on to, sort of that thing as being, like, you know, our sense of having our stake in the world, our identity, our support in a way, and even like it representing material possessions, what we hold on to, what is vital. It is like our source of energy in a way and support. She's like, they're saying, like, just understand that branch that you're all holding on to is your own. It's all just part of our big tree here. Like, it's all just, you put the branches back, it's still just one tree.
I feel like you're talking about oneness consciousness.
It's just oneness consciousness, yeah.
What are the personal gifts that we're supposed to take away? Or is there anything else? Is there anything else?
Well, what I was seeing, and it might relate to personal gifts, is that under the tree, oh, they're pink. There's like all these little pink flowers, but they're for us.
Pink theme.
We get lots of pink flowers.
Thank you.
So, yeah, they're really pretty.
I just saw them cover us in pink flowers.
They're really pretty.
Can my aura just be pink from now on? No.
Mm-mm.
No, it cannot be pink from now on. Okay, well, thank you for the pink flowers. And Pitingala, I have a request. I am wondering if we could do a meditation with you that would connect us to the fabric of the universe to help us anchor in a deeper understanding.
I feel like she thinks that's a good idea. Yeah. We need to stop this recording and start a new one.
Okay. I'm so excited about the pink flowers. I'm so excited about this meditation and those happy feet.